Just imagine you are extremely scared of flying and your worst fear comes true. You are on this flight and suddenly both of your pilots disappears, or in this case both of your pilots falls asleep simultaneously. Having said that, do like this video and subscribe to the channel so that our team doesn't fall asleep and we bring you some amazing content onto the fact. On the day of 15th August 2022, Ethiopian Airlines were performing 90 minutes flight from Khartoum, Kenya to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia when this unusual event occurred. The aircraft that they were flying on was a Boeing 737-800 that was equipped with autopilot to reduce pilot stress and inputs while they were cruising. As reported by the Aviation Herald, the aircraft was cruising at the altitude of 37,000 feet when both the pilots fell asleep. Just imagine that you are on this flight and your flight is flying by itself while both of your pilots are in dreams. After both the pilots fell asleep, apparently they were moving towards their destination as the autopilot kept them moving towards the airport, but the flight never descended to the planned airport Addis Ababa. The runway was 25L. Instead, the flight passed the airport and keep flying further. So the ATC controller tried to contact the pilots, but all the contacts were unsuccessful and there was no reply from the cockpit. After overflying the runway that they were meant to land before, the autopilot got disconnected, and report says that the pilots only wake up after the autopilot disconnection alarm goes off. The pilots then maneuvered the aircraft for safe landing after overflying the runway for 25 minutes at the height of 37,000 feet. The automatic surveillance dependence broadcast confirmed the event, and the flight path also confirmed that the aircraft overflew the runway. Even though the airline has not publicly commented on this event, but the concerns were raised from the aviation expert where they mentioned that this event is really dangerous and unprofessional. Even though such events are rare, but this is not only incident that took place in recent months. Recently, in April 2022, a ITA flight from New York to Rome had a similar incident. The ITA Airway Airbus A330 that was cruising at an altitude of 38,000 feet with 250 passengers on board faced a similar issue where the pilots fell asleep, and ATC confirmed and relayed the news that they lost the contact with the flight for around 10 minutes. After they failed to contact the pilots, ATC began to prepare the fighter jets to intercept the plane. However, they were able to establish the contact eventually in the meantime. A thorough investigation found that the first officer was sleeping during his break while the captain fell asleep in the cockpit. Later on, the aircraft landed safely in Rome and the captain was fired. That's interesting, right? These kind of incidents rarely happen, and flights are one of the most safest way to commute in today's world. A survey says that you are more vulnerable to an accident while you are traveling to an airport by road than you are crossing an ocean in a modern aircraft. Hope you enjoyed this scary incident. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more to the fact. See you in the next one. Take it easy.